war drums roar. Israel and Iran rocking the floor. Trump holds more before those keys. Traders grip coins where the shadows creep. Crypto war blazes ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. A crypto war blazes holding through the fight. Yeah. News explodes, prices reel and sway. Altcoins crash in the battle's fray. Yeah. The panic's tide. Traders push on with a stubborn pride. Crypto war blazes ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. Crypto war blazes holding through the fight. Yeah, it ain't me folding when the charts decline. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. A crypto war blazes holding through the fight. A crypto war blazes fading to the moon. Rising from the wreckage where the tough are born. To keep me rolling. Keep me rolling. Keep me rolling. Keep me rolling.
I've been stumbling through a market's cruel turn. Altcoins are crying, left out to burn. Wallets bleeding dry in the dust and shade. Holding my ground where the hope's been frayed. Oh, altcoins are crying, tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless hole. Cling to my stash neath the market's glare. Altcoins are crying, a fight so rare. Yeah. Bitcoin's rain leaves my coins in the cold. Altcoins are crying where the love's grown old. Wallets a flicker, barely holding fast. Scraping for life in a world so vast. Oh, altcoins are crying, tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless hole. Cling to my stash neath the market's glare. Altcoins are crying, a fight so rare. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Every plunge I take, I rise through the pain. Satoshi shadow, a lonesome refrain. coins are crying, fade into the light, holding my faith through the longest night. Ooh, keep me steady, keep me steady.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me now for the ceremoniously ringing of the cowbell. Just a little dingle in your dangle will get everything a humming just fine.
Ruthless grind, all coins burning to the ground, while it's crumbling.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Song you just heard on the introduction is the latest release that we got on Spotify. I think it's coming on Alexa, should be coming on. They're gradually rolling out on those platforms wherever you stream music. Altcoins are crying. Available now, even on iTunes. Get it? Why you can't? Oh yeah! Ah! We do that for the algorithm. Let's get over to Bitcoin. That's what we're here. And let me say hello to all you wonderful people here after we take a moment just to appreciate what the good Lord has gave us today with a little bounce here. I'm on a tiny time frame. I suppose we should zoom out as a proper Degens should. I connected this line here to this line here, and it gave me a little stopping point over here, and so far it's kind of worked. Sometimes when I draw these lines, price don't dare cross it. I don't know what's up with that. So we got a makeshift trend line. I was looking for this area here, this green line, 97. We could still do that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to say that we can't, but we did kind of find a little bounce here, and now what we might be looking at here on the 4 hour, you can see us coming back up. We need to come back up and touch this guy, retest that guy. Now, if we get rejected, that might be how we get down here. Let me see. Swing high to swing low. This is going to be the area that I've got my eye on. And that is going to be the 0.5 Fibonacci area coming in right here. So we're just a little over $102,000 and a half. 102.5 right in that area. 102.4. Still a little price tag on there. That's going to be an area that's going to help us decide, oh, we're going to make it or roll over and go lower. And then of course the red line that we got up there that we just lost, the one we were hoping that we kept for so many days, about 40 days, 40 nights plus, yeah, a few more. And then we finally gave her up there. So far, we might reclaim her and then be playing this dang range thing again. How far could you go on the range? Home on the range, I draw a trend line, kind of gives you a good little idea where we could kind of come up to. That's about 108,000 there, somewhere around a 786 Fibonacci is what it looks like. After a while, you can just kind of see the fibs on the price action, you know, kind of guesstimate where to pull. I mean, seriously, just it's been a little while. You kind of, because it's just a percentage, it's just, you know, 78% of this area. We kind of guesstimate. Well, that's about 3/4 right there. 107, 108. That would be nice, and that would be a decent place to shoot for. Getting above that, well, you know, one day at a time, baby. 1 foot at a time. We thought we were going to $80,000 if you listen to everybody on YouTube. It was over. I mean, on the weekends is never the time to capitulate. I know it's scary as hell, and can be. But they usually switch the tide on us on the weekends, some way or another. Sometimes they pump us, get us all excited, and sometimes they like to dump us. Lately, they've been dumping us into the weekends, regardless of the reason. I mean, nuclear strikes or bomb strikes, whatever it takes to get the attention of the market, to get people scared to let go, to make the market go red. And that's when the big money loves to buy, and we should try to buy there too. And hopefully you snagged you some $98,000 Bitcoin today, because gosh darn it, I wasn't quite expecting her to go quite that low. I was hoping she would catch somewhere around 100,000. She just kind of went right through that. She has dropped right on clear through that psychological area right there in 100,000, man. Just, huh? I'm kind of hurt that you didn't think more of the 100,000 psychological area. That's one of the things that we look for. And she said, I don't care. But she's back above it, and we're making some higher highs. I'm going to come over and say hello to everybody, and we'll start getting into altcoins and all this other stuff too. We'll take a look at the market because altcoins have been crying. Let me say hello to everybody. I see we got Soul first in tonight. We got some clapping hands. Give Soul the clap. Yeah. Awesome. And where did you obtain this? I got it from Road Dog Crypto. The clap. Duality C. Bullish on Parade. Ave Medina. I see Brave Expanse. Shout out to you guys. Floki's Angels. Hey, dog, I love your show. That's our thing. I never get tired of hearing you say that. It is music to my ears. It is music to my turkey drums. It is the sauce to my turkey drums. To my turkey leg. Jim Derringer, how's it going? King Dollar Swells feeding off of the fat of gold, oil, and equities as Forex fiends went short across the board. Man, that gold, the oil has been tempting for me, and I don't know. I'm not set up any place to trade oil, but that's one I want to be in. I'm watching that. I've got my own platinum too, and some other things out there, but I'm not on a platform to trade them. I need to change that. Good to see you, Jim. How's it going, my man? Ave Medina. Remember, if you don't speak perky, put on the headphones. Sean saying, yeah. Turn it to 8. Rub it your left knee, twist and shout, and lastly, be calm, because Sean's a boomer. Sean is a boomer. He can probably tell you the original cast of The Shining. He's that much of a boomer. He could probably tell you the original cast of West Side Story. I'm waiting to see if I hear anything from him. I could have said. Okay. We got Joe from Trading Intuition. How's it going, Joe? Jim says I went and double checked. Oops, me back up there. Says I went double checked the logs, double checked in log scale, and found that the downtrend from 99 2000 is now acting as a demand line, overlapping with the uptrend from 2020. You're talking about on Bitcoin? We do have some resistance, right? Oh, for King Dollar? Is that what? Oh. All right, make sure I'm saying hello to everybody here. Chris Klein, how's it going? Thank you, Ave, for the nice little input there about all of that. And we got Joe. And let me come over to here where a Road Dog crypto topic. There's also another crypto topic. Thank you, 31 subscribers, for being over here. Did you also know that Joe from Trade Intuition also does music, and you can do to his topic page as well as his regular page too. Give him a like and subscribe. Oh, we don't have the bell notification. I need to turn that bell. I thought, are you on? Or are you not on? It's on now. Okay, they're on both of them. But he also has a music page over there. And his latest single, 6 days ago, is Market Changes. Before that's Force and Patterns and Lurkers. Go check out his stuff. He's got some cool stuff over here, some good music. Also, check out his regular page, too. Trade Intuition, where he's out there streaming the alpha every day. Every day. Teaching people how to trade this market and do it responsibly. You gotta love that. So I'm going to come over and spend a little moment with Bitcoin as we draw a trend line over here, the top side. Nice little area to kind of have to fiddle and fadangle with as we try to get past it. Hopefully we're getting a little bit of a relief bounce. I'm hoping. But, you know, the signs, we still got some signs going on. I mean, maybe we're trying to do something. Maybe we're trying to do something. Or maybe it's just a little early. This is the summer that I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm just shouting for the people that were selling may walk away. You did it again. You nailed it. One of these days, I'm going to sell everything in freaking May. Just to do it. I mean, everything. I was flirting with that idea this time. So let's take a look, if you don't mind, at these indices. Give us an idea of what's going on. The inverted head and shoulder idea that we were following there broke up, came back, retest, blah, blah, blah. That orange line here was that line, we talked about it, is a major Fibonacci area. It was the resistance back a year ago. That was the beginning of the downtrend for altcoins back then, and I did not appreciate seeing her break it. I did not. I'm like, that's not good. Right now we're getting some green candles, like we're trying to come back above it. Now if we can regain that, I want to take that as a very positive sign. To me, this is a very, very crucial area. It would tell me a lot. I mean, I'm bullish or bearish based on this pretty much, and it looks like we're trying to regain it. So let's hope that we get some. This is on 4-hour candles, by the way, so that can go into tomorrow. Let's hope that this pump kind of continues, but just, you know, we should always be diligent and not get too overconfident about the market, or, you know, de-risk if we find that we need to on some of these pumps. We're not near altcoin season anywhere. We're nowhere near. We might get a little rally here as Bitcoin dominance, which is behind my little dancer chick over here. Bitcoin dominance is starting to come back down a little bit, but it's just retesting an area. It made a higher high, people. Without pulling fibs, I can see she's down here and she needs to retrace some. And if I were to pull it would, you know, hopefully we come back and test this trend line area, maybe a little bit lower. But still, from there on, same stuff going to turn right around, and it happened again with these altcoins. So I recommend getting paid early and often on altcoins from now on. And of course, it's a delicate balance to do that and still have a bag for when the bigger moves come, like what we saw in October through December, especially in December, right? So you still want to have something there and not be sold out when those big humps come, right? It's a delicate balance for you if you're trying to play the longer game on this. Now, if you're just an in and out trader, then I don't know if this is actually the right show for you, because I mean, we can look at it that way, but it's not how I'm normally playing the market. Maybe I should, but I've got some longer midterm kind of ideas and plays going on. Some of them have some very small leverage, but gosh darn it, I don't know that I'm going to do that next time at all. So ladies and gentlemen, let me throw up my little marker. If you got any altcoins you want to take a look at, we can take a look at those. In the meantime, we're going to take a look over here at where do we have you? The top losers and gainers over here. I was going to push a button, I swear I was. Okay. Squirrel. So where's the button, man? We have problems with buttons on this channel. I don't know why. Even I gotta admit it too. And so submit your coin request, and then I'll come back here and I'll be able to find them. And async, I'm taking it that's a coin, so I'll see that. You don't have to type that one again. I can see that one. All right, so the top gainer, Spark Coins, I'm at 95 cents. It's up a little bit. I mean, she took a little dump. Fart. Anyway, Hyperliquid hanging about $35. Sonic trying to do a little something there. SPX, are you coming up now? Because you took a little fall there too. Render is down $279 for Render. Wow. Polkadot $315. Oh, don't hold me back. The discount is that's just too wild. Oh, let me go. I hope Polkadot turns into something. I really do, but I kind of gave up on that one. I still got a bag of it, a moon bag of it, but I just stacked away, and maybe if it does something, but I'm like, ugh. It gets really tempting if it gets up to about $8 to say, see ya, Polkadot. Toncoin's been kind of cheap, I mean, she did hang around. It mostly hung around 160 forever. That would be the median price for a Toncoin is 160 throughout the last couple of years, except when it took a hit with when Gary came after it. That kind of sucked, dirty bastard. Anyway, that one's interesting because Toncoin, that's the Telegram app. That's where we have our free trading community. It's private, but it's free. And a lot of stuff over there. They got bots. You can trade over there. Banana Gun, I think, works over there. I don't know. There's so much stuff that's going. But stable coins, are they already there? They're supposed to be there. A lot going on with Toncoin. It's a really unique project. Back in the day when they came out, they shut that. They made it hard on them. They came after them because they didn't want them to do what they were going to be able to do. It would really disrupt stuff, which makes it easier to transmit money through the app, trade on the apps, all the stuff that you're starting to hear, like what X is trying to pull off. Yeah, Toncoin was already ready, set up to go and do that until they said choke point 2.0. Oh, we're going to put you under, all this stuff that our last administration did. Nasty bastards that they were. Anyway, this is not a political channel. I'm going to come back to the chat now. I've got these little things going on. What is this? I don't think I need that. Okay, so we got async. I'm not familiar with what that is, but we'll take a look at it. Hype. I like hype. I'm in a hype trade. She's in some drawdown. But it's more of a swing. Code of many colors if you get the catwalk track. Hope model last time coffee came out of my nose. Chris Klein says, can we look at Turbo? Not. I haven't looked at Not in a while. Or Cardano. And Popcat. Now, Popcat is one of those stupid little meme coins that I'm looking that will probably make a little comeback. She dropped from like 65, almost 70 cents or something back to where it is now, somewhere 30 cents maybe. I don't know about you guys, but I gotta tell you, man, I am sick and tired of playing these crap coins. I'm sick and tired of memes. I'm sick and tired of projects that are just fluff or more fluff and hype. I'm sick and tired of projects that have too many coins, and I don't think I'm the only one feeling that way after we've seen altcoins performance here, and it's no wonder. I mean, if you don't realize, altcoins are kind of like this little bubble that pops every 4 years, right? This is really like it's a risky gambling thing. Now, some of them are good, and some of them can bring some good stuff, but they're not really appreciated as much as the bullcrap coins are. And some of those little bullcrap coins get a good following behind them, and you can definitely make money on them. But when you boil it down to y'all been putting all my life saving, my child's college education on the line on here for this fart coin. Fart. I mean, at some point we got to step back and say, is that a top signal? I mean, I don't know, for the world, what does that mean? But anyway, we can make money with it. It's risky, but there was a time in this market, as crazy as it is, as risky as it has always been, where you didn't quite get all that risky. I mean, You at least looked for something that was going to change the world, revolutionize blockchain. A lot of them were scams too, but hell, you got to be careful. And, you know, if you start building wealth, you probably don't want to keep some of these degen habits. I'm saying you probably want to go into something a little bit more solid. And Bitcoin, I think, is a great one. Keep in mind the ebbs and flows of the 4 cycles. Billy Bong Thornton, if Iran strikes back, is bull run over? It will be affected. Because those, I mean, the people behind the markets are going to take advantage of any news like that. One idea to do is to maybe research the things, the commodities and things like that to look at. Maybe some of the technology, some of the stock companies to look at. They kind of perform well during wartime and times of crisis. And I think a lot of people are. I think that's one reason why Jim was mentioning people going into gold and Forex, shorting Forex and playing all these games right now. But because keeping track of gold, that's kind of a good thing to go with. They say copper is a really good one to check if you really want to see what's going on. I think before we get into crypto, we'll take a look at this. This is, oh man. I keep wanting to go. Let's just type gold. Okay. Just type gold. Make it that simple for us. So it's 3370 right there. But look how well gold has been doing. And people losing faith in the dollar and everything like that. Man, I remember I bought some gold before I ever got, or I was in crypto, but I did buy some gold. I bought what was it? Some the Krugerrands. I actually found some on Goodwill auction or whatever, believe it or not. And I got them in an auction. I was able to get 2 of those little guys, and I felt kind of stupid because I paid about $1,400 or about $1,300 for them. And I guess that was somewhere through here. Don't feel as stupid now. Of course, I'm not planning on selling them or anything like that, but just nice to have something, a little something there. And it's nice to see how good, but these people are getting scared of the dollar and have been since 2023. Looks like here we've just been kind of loading in to go, slowly letting it go up. Go, baby, go. All right, let's get over to the altcoins. We'll take a look at, let me get to, yeah, crypto. This little guy here. This is Dex Screener and Async. I think that'll probably be over here, right? What's on base? Is that async to virtual and async to dollar? That's interesting. And looks like it goes, is that Arbit? No. I don't know. So this is async 4-hour chart. She's definitely trying to hopefully put in a bottom here. A little lower low than what she had there. So I mean, I could pull some, she is right at the bottom there. So best thing to do is just wait and confirm that we've got a bottom in. Of course, you know, I'm first, one of the things I do is look at the fibs, but it's going to be a little bit too far. We have to narrow it down. But we can see what we can establish so far. If that is the bottom, then we might have something to go with. And look at the fibs and see if we got any confluence in here. And it's hopeful. It's hopeful. We'll assume for now. Let's get us a few little targets to shoot for us. Get us a little row of 2, 3, 6s going on here. Notice how now they've become the 886 and almost the 272. The mystery of Phipps. I'm gonna paint them blue. Paint them red so I know what they are. I normally just put a red horizontal line. All right, so I got we're at 0.00073 and a retest in that area 0.00092. Should come in order. The sweet spot would be right up here when we come back and retest this area. That's 0018. So if this is trying to bottom out and stuff, and you got some patience to wait on it, that's a nice 148% gains. And if we get this little bonus target over here, and that would be a tough area that it needs to, you know, it probably will get rejected there. We'll probably have a tough time getting past those two areas there. 0.0029. And what was that? Oh, I already lost the percentage there. And this is on the 4 hour. That's 200%, 210% gains. And then we can see if we can recover some of these other areas. There's some other juicier targets there. If it is at bottom, this is 4 hour. When was this? This was June. So recently it's just lost all that. I don't know what it is, what this does. It has got a, what is that? $42 in liquidity, $372,000 market cap. So definitely a degen play. I don't know what it is, if it's a meme coin or if it actually does something. And I guess we can go to the old website here. Stay safe. Meet Ace Sync. Why does this looks familiar? Have we been here before? No, that doesn't look familiar. Infrastructure layer for the agentic Web3 economy, backed by OG Cult. Try terminal. Okay. I gotta admit, this looks cool. It looks like more than just some stupid meme coin. I gotta say, even you got a knack for finding some cool things at some very small market caps. I think you are the new gem finder. Real-time analytics and data processing. That looks cool as F. How do you work this? This is beta. It's currently in beta. Okay, so so interesting. Worthy of some. Oh, what's that? What the hell did I do there? Oh no! You can change colors. Oh look, we can have a rave. That's cool. Oh snap! There's a video. Okay. Meet the visionary behind asynchronous. Somebody. He's a nerd, isn't he? It kind of looks like he might be a little nerdy. I'm just saying. That looks kind of wild. Hey, nerds make all the money. So, okay, that might be something to look into at the white paper. That we're not reading it tonight though, but interesting. $372,000 market cap. Okay. So if it does take off and what it's on base. It's created 19 days ago. Do recommend doing some more due diligence before just jumping in on something like this, but it could turn in. I don't. At that market cap, if it gets up to $1 million market cap, $5 million market cap, $10 million market cap, which is small, that's a come up. If it can go further and catch on even further and get some legs, like if this is actually trying to do something that's kind of unique in crypto with crypto and needs the token to do it, and it's not just some little governance coin or some way that they can just draw money out to pay themselves, then you might be onto something here. But it looks cool AF, and it's already got an edge up on a meme coin, which has market caps of a lot bigger than the 372. They get into the multi-millions, some of them in the billions. Yeah, I know, and it makes you wonder, why are we chasing these already in the billions? I know, why? It's hard for them to double. I mean, how much? Double the market cap there? I mean, not technically, but still, shit ton of money come in. to make those already popular meme coins and well-adopted meme coins go up higher. We can. Let me come back to the chat. Maybe you guys can get me back on track here. After this, we'll probably take a look at hype. Abe says Pepe. Kelly says Popcat always comes back. Seems like it does. Squirrel! Squirrel! Lots of squirrels. Jim says, I have no faith, but I wish luck for anyone praying for that breakout in silver. Silver was, what is it at right now? It was close to 40 something dollars, wasn't it? It was getting close to it. We hadn't quite did it. Oh, I'm on the weekly. Let's see. What have I got? Is that pretty accurate? Oh, I think I was looking. Okay, I'm looking at a possible 42. She's above her 618. So to me, that's when she starts saying, "Hey, I'm feeling a little bullish and feeling a little frisky and doing a little roundy." I think she's got a chance to pop up at least there. I don't know what breakout you're talking about. I'm on the weekly here. Let me go to the daily. What are you doing? Get some more information here on the daily. Are you retesting it? Honestly, I think so far it looks like it could hold. Some nice little things going on there. Or silver on the daily. I can't imagine silver being $42. That's crazy. What the hell's got to happen to scare everybody to start buying silver up again? Is there going to be more war? Some kind of wild black swan happen again in the next 6 to 8 weeks? Hey, you can't come in this thinking that everything's just fine and dandy. And that Bitcoin and altcoins are just going to blast off from here, though, because that's probably not what we're looking at. But we can maybe, hopefully, get a relief rally and get something going here. Or maybe things will chill out and the world will start straightening up. Let's take a look at hype. But how often does that happen? Hyper liquid, what are we doing, baby? Are you finding some support here? That should be. Did I color code you? Somebody got lazy. See, I should have rules against doing that. That's a 382 Fibonacci area, and that's a good place to definitely count to catch. And maybe if we can consolidate here and maintain this area, it does lead to a bigger idea. It could lead to an AB equals CD. And I still got these targets over here for hopium based on these moves, and so far they're still good. But if we don't know this area, if we're doing a bearish retest, because that's what I would be watching for here since we lost this trend line area, we have a couple of options here. One of them is normally what happens is like you come up retest it because you're bearish, you broke it, and that means I'll come out retest it, and this is where people could short, and either we catch here or come lower, whatever we do. The other option is to break back into it, and that could be bullish AF, man, and can take us higher, or to double top. So there's a few options that we can do there, and we just kind of see, well, what's in our way, what's helping us, what's hindering us, and right now that line's hindering us, so we need to get above it. Not yet got a bearish cross of the 9 over the 21, but if that happens, then I have less faith of this. But that can still surprise you. This is on the daily. Let's come down to 4 hours, see if we can get some gossip here. Huh. Moving averages are... Well, that's kind of cool, hype. That gives me some hope. It gives me some hope here. Maybe we can recapture that. We might lose it again, but... This could be a possible bear trap idea, but I would rather just be cautious about it and not expect it to just blast off. Somewhere around 38. I want to see what we do there. That would be retesting what we lost over here. right through this area here. And see what happens. Altcoins are still struggling. There's some resistance going to be there. Maybe we catch and respect the trend line and test it that way. We could do something maybe like that. But first we got some doing. But it looks like she's trying to do something. That makes me think that maybe altcoins over the next day into Tuesday, because they like to start dumping us on Tuesday now for some reason. It's like they're moving it up just like like not quite a full day, but like a few hours or something. Like every week, it seems like it's just gradually scaling earlier and earlier in the week for when the downward trend starts coming, when they start changing the trend. But they've been giving us those nice little surprise pumps. I'm ready to get paid, baby. I got me some good deals on some altcoins while they've been done cheap. Let me take a look at hype over here. So a possible double bottom or W pattern playing out here on the bottom. Hadn't quite made it there. I'd like to see it do it. I really would. So that's all we know is to watch it until we see what happens. The moving averages are saying like it wants to try. It wants to try it. And 38 would be popping up and getting a higher high from here. I'd like to see that happen. Wouldn't mind seeing some trend lines being confirmed, breaking out. I guess you are, aren't you? Now we got the diagonal area. Now we got to start knocking out these horizontal areas, whether you're looking at them as Fibonacci or previous support resistance areas. Let's see if we can start stepping up. That's the first signs, right? It's starting to look more promising. The moving averages here on the 1 hour. Notice the bigger ones are in good order so far. And hopefully, man, I'd love to see her make a higher high though. That'd be cool if we can make it all the way back to $46 from here. I mean, however long it takes to do it. 20, 29, that with a little bit of leverage. I got a leverage play on it. That might be kind of sweet. But from where we are to our first target, or first area that we hope to be our target, 38.70 something. That's 8%. Somewhere around 4 or 5x, 3 to 5. 5's kind of pushing it. Could be kind of pushing it. Depends on your degen. I know some of you going to go 50x. Let's take a look at Cardano. Wow, you suck again, Cardano. I haven't seen you. You're the Cardano I've always known and not really loved, but the reason why I don't have you anymore. The reason. It looks like I had a little area that I was looking for, and we didn't hold. I'm assuming that was. When did I put that? Well, anyway, this all did. The bigger areas I was looking for didn't happen. Or at least not yet. Before I erase anything, if I do, 786. No, I'm sticking with you. I'm sticking with it. I ain't changing it. It's still good. No, what are you talking about? Move. Did we lock something? Folks, I will talk to myself all night. I don't know why. There's so many voices in my head. That's interesting. I like. Have you come down lower? You're coming down right even, like a nice little partial decline would do. I'm looking for you, partial decline. I would really like to see this little guy hold right here. Oops. What do you got over to the left here? To the left. Everything you own is in a box to the left. Little area support resistance, flippy area, kind of, sort of here. Well, it's a little bit better defined than I thought, but still, it's a fuzzy little area. So let's hope that this area where we have 51 cents, that's a good place to, let's see if we can get something happening here. And it looks like on the 1 hour, we already got a little reaction there too. Cool. Looks like it might be, if I drew my line, I don't know if I was as careful with it or not. I wasn't. Drag that away. That's pretty much even. So this might be a nice little juicy bottom situation, believe it or not. Bottom pattern situation, double bottom pattern situation when they come down to the same area and catch support. Now we're definitely confirming the horizontal line. And so looking back at these other areas, so 64, maybe up here around 70s on the radar. Moving averages, I got to start working through some turbulence there. First year, I'd look back there. And just short term, yeah, that comes in at our 618 area 2 from there. I'd keep that in mind. Got a little confluence there. That would be nice to see that happen over the next couple of days or something, wouldn't it? Make sure you get paid there. But I want it to go back to 94. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. Maybe it do. Maybe it's going to be a very shaky summer here for altcoins, as it usually is. This is probably why we need to take a quick look back at total 3, maybe zoom out just a little bit instead of that little box that we looked at. So there is, I think there still is this possibility for further more downside out of altcoins, just maybe not all at once. Like we come down, they scared the bejesus out of us over the weekend, they pump us up a little bit during the week, try to get us to buy all back in and start chasing like they're getting away from us. We're going to have stupid people on altcoin on YouTube with their altcoin season thumbnails. It's altcoin season because they do that every freaking week. I don't know why, but some of them do it every freaking week. It's crazy. I'm getting pissed when I see people call for altcoin season because it's not here, baby. It ain't here. Rallies are different from altcoin season. A little bump up, it makes people think, oh man, I need a diamond hand this and hold it. And like, it's really just going to be like a couple of day rally, maybe a week rally at the most. And then if you didn't take profit, you're like, the altcoin season's here. People are getting it. They're figuring it out. They're saying, oh man, these altcoins suck. I'm just saying. Just speaking some truth. A lot of them do suck. The price action sucks. And it's okay. We can be disgruntled. That's part of the market. They want us this way. We just don't let it. Try not to let it make us make stupid choices though. Like selling at bottoms, like selling on a Sunday when they're going to scare the bejesus out of you. On a Saturday night when they want bad news. So could we might lose some, but we might gain some before we lose some. But we need to be aware of that. This, I'm looking at this idea, I don't know, but these little guys can, you know, they can touch their bottoms, whether it's down here or here. They can come back and retest that area for what they call a type 2 return. Yeah, they can give it all back and then bounce. Gotcha, bitch. And if you're not ready for it, then you're like, oh man, I'm done. And they're also got the idea, and then a lot of the altcoins are still following the patterns we got here. Patterns, I mean the price action that we're seeing here out of total 3. Like a lot of your altcoins are looking at something similar. Not all of them, but to me, this is an ABC correction or that's kind of how this is supposed to work. So let's, keeping the eyes and seeing, hey man, is that what you're doing? I'm just waiting for you to tell me, is that what you're doing? We're just waiting for confirmations of these ideas. Otherwise, they're just ideas. They don't count until they get confirmed. They don't count until we get confirmed. You got some bearish crosses going on there. What the hell? Come on, total 3, stop this crap. Stop this crap. So a relief rally is kind of what I'm seeing. Just try not to chase. So my plan this week will probably be de-risking on some of these little guys a little bit better. I did pretty well, but even with how we took a beating, I'm still looking like I can play this game better. I'm still trying to refine my gameplay on the spot margin stuff. I'm going to figure a little bastard out, but I probably won't ever do it again because it's just not worth it. Popcat. Oh, it is when the market goes great. It's great. It's like, holy crap, look at that, honey. Pick out them Lambo color. And then that's all. When it's not going great, you're thinking, hey, honey, did you make a reservation tonight at the soup kitchen? Popcat, were we looking at this idea? Bounce here? That didn't play out. I was respecting that trend line or something. Tight stop loss. I like tight stop losses. So. Well, that clearly was not a situation. I think we were looking at maybe doing I don't know what I was looking at. But it got stopped out. The idea got stopped out. I didn't. I still got a play going here because I'm playing something different than this. I'm actually. Ooh, what we got here? A possible 22 cents? Possible? 786 retracement area there. Where are these guys off? Let's take all this stuff off. Four hours where I like to look at the altcoins right now because I think those moving averages give us an idea of the true momentum going on that's a little bit more relative. I think that this is a good time frame to kind of guide you. And we got some good crosses here on the bigger moving averages. So the bigger momentum is still on our side there. So we got a couple of options here, and I'm looking at this kind of M top, and I'm thinking, gosh darn it, you do look like one of them freaky harmonic patterns, and I hope you don't come down and do something stupid. So in a nutshell, we want to keep our idea. I know it sounds crazy right now. Doesn't mean they'll do it. Doesn't mean it's coming down here like tomorrow, next week. This is a bigger picture thinking, like this could be next week. But maybe we come down 23, maybe not, but come back up to 32, 31, or hopefully higher. That would be great too. We got some room up here, but we could still come back down here on this little leg down here. Maybe further. I hope not. I'm going to take this little harmonic pattern and see if it tells me anything. I'm not an expert at this. This overlaps with my system, but they do look at things sometimes a little different, and I hadn't quite figured out all their little because I think you're wanting to point down here, baby. And I don't think you can go to 2 cents. We don't want to see 2% popcat. We don't want to even think about a world where that happens. And this is why I don't hang out with harmonic patterns all the time. They're still very speculative too. They've got margins. They've got a little. It's not the end all be all. But I want to keep that on the back burner, just in the back of our mind, and even 23 cents in the back of our mind. Now let's come down to some of the smaller term time frames, like the 1 hour. See if we're getting any love over here. She's trying. She's got that. She's trying. There's just not much going on here for Popcat. Maybe we caught some temporary support there. Maybe it'll give us some upward mobility. Maybe we can break this steep ass trend line. I don't see much more than 32 cents just quite yet. Just yet. Let's take a look at Peppy. And I'm going to look at the futures. Zoom out. What do I have over here? What was that? That looks old. When was this? This was back in March. So the biggest thing we're looking at even back then was this trend line, which it came up and looking for it to bearishly retest or hopefully get back above it. She faked everybody out. So just know that this can be done. Normally, if you have a bear trap, when you get back into the pattern, it's usually a strong ass move. It usually doesn't have to dilly-dally around. I would say that would be one of the things to look at when you break back into trend line. If it's really going to be a good move, it will be a good move, and it won't fiddle-faddle around with it. And the more, in my opinion, the more it hems and haws around, the more likely you are to break down. Sometimes it flags and keeps on going, but usually, you know, that's a warning sign that, hey man, we don't have the momentum on this move that we thought we were going to get or hoped that we would get. So we need to be cautious. So that's all we had for the longest time, with some kind of trend line idea and bearish retest of it. So it's still resistance. I'm looking for one of them deeper retraces here. We're starting to 786 instead of bouncing off of these higher fibs when we're in a good strong market like the 382 and the 0.5. Now we're starting to come down and lose the 618. So we're seeing the weakness in altcoins. Just the fibs are starting to spell that out. So 886 would be on the table if we get some bearish news. We're going to look at that and hope it holds, because we don't want to come down and test these guys yet. And we could, just that bearish retest idea here, that failed retest, puts us on the radar for down here, for real, for Peppy. I can't imagine a situation where that happens and everybody just gets, well, I guess a situation I imagine is everybody just gets so disgruntled with altcoins in general. They're like, screw it. I don't know. I'm not saying that's going to happen. We are at areas of support. Let's see what we get here. Right now she's making higher lows, so until she changes that, we're going to assume that she's going to be on some better behavior here and continue and try to make a higher high. Not a bad idea here since the daily candle already closed the day before. If I were looking at that, I would have a line here knowing that that's going to be resistance. But I might want to draw a little line in the sand just to know, hey man, I want to put me some stop losses down here. I don't want to see you go below that 82. Did you really go that what? Peppy, is this you? We're back in the 8s? Peppy, you need to get that little frog butt of hopping, baby. What's wrong with you? You ain't supposed to be doing that. These moving averages are crossing bullish, by the way, here on the 4 hour. Now, the 4 hour and these moving averages is one of my main gauges. I keep saying that. And some of these coins are further along than others. And actually, Peppy looks pretty good, pretty far along. You've officially flipped the ribbon, okay? Now, I know some of the smaller ones are going against the grain there, but you've officially flipped the bigger ribbon right there. And that's a lot. So 600 over to 800, bullish. Am I surprised that this is happening with that? No, because sometimes when you get these bigger crosses, you get the opposite thing, but it's a good thing overall. Momentum was switching. It's trying to go back up. It just might take it a little while to start manifesting. Manifest here on this time frame. What are we listening to? We're supposed to take a look at Notcoin. What's that? Binance has got a chart of. Oh, now everybody was chasing over this little guy, man. Everybody's like, "Are you trading Notcoin?" They were. Oh, I guess it was all over here. I haven't looked at this in a minute. When was that? November? At least on this chart. Wow. So this is all old stuff here. You can see how so it popped. When was that? The June, summer last, when everything else was crashing. Oh, do you guys remember this? When all the other altcoins were starting to die and everything, this one was popping off. And then I remember those mixed feelings. Like, I'm like, my bags are dropping and everybody's making money off this Notcoin. And then everybody started jumping in. Look, flag to the upside. I say that because it's told so much. That's a flag to the upside. That always seems to be the first assumption, and I can't think. Well, it didn't work out there, or here, or anywhere. And no flag to the upside was ever successful over here that I can see on this chart. Not a nary flag to the upside here, except for maybe here when we first got to run. You gotta watch them flag to the upside calls all the time, man. Too many flags. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, you figure it out. After you spit, I'll take that play. Ah, why do I keep getting stopped out? Why do I keep getting liquidated? So she gave it all up, man. Dang. What if it can get halfway up there? That's the question. If she could make a recovery, this would be like the another little lottery ticket degen kind of. This would be. You would be playing with the position players and the bottom feeders over here that they can make all the money when things go their way, right? If this is a bottom, where if this is 1/10 of a penny, is that right? 0.0016, something like that. And we can just come up to half where we've been. That's 11 or 12x. $100 could turn into $1,100 or $1,200. And for some people, that's all you need to kind of help you out a few of these little plays. $100 here, and you just throw it back there. You do your other stuff with your other crypto stuff, and when it, okay. Of course, the coin's got it. It's got to play ball with you too. But these type of plays, I like these type of plays. I like buying bottoms and coins I missed out on before. Kind of make me feel interested. I'm going to check out Notcoin. I don't know what the hell it is. That's not it. Where are you, dude? Here we are. I'm using a different thing. Notcoin. What were you? Are you a meme coin? I just immediately assume things are meme coins anymore because seems to be what everybody talks about. It's got 174 million? $174 million market cap. So she's in. Really? 174 million. Okay. And you're how much? 0.001. How many tokens you got? Too damn many. 102 what? How many? Billion? Yay. So we got. Is that 102 billion? Okay, that's probably why I'm not too interested in Notcoin. Not tokens, not as a community-driven token aimed at onboarding users into Web3 ecosystems. They're tap to earn games. Oh, it was a gaming thing, wasn't it? I gotta see what this is. People chased it. Where's your? Wait a minute, you should have a website though, right? I see Telegram. I see. Is it? Or are you on that? Tell me something. You should have a website, dude. Okay, well. Not as we'll go to Twitter. Not found. What's that? Oh, location not found. Oh, that's not a red flag at all. Unless you're just. And now you take me to Telegram? Start the bot. Okay, it's a Telegram bot. Probably nothing. Start bot. I don't know, man. Okay, I don't know exactly what all it is. You're taking me on a wild journey, one that I did not ask for. Notcoins can be traded on centralized crypto exchanges. Tap to earn game. Okay, I mean I'm not impressed with it, with what it does, but it has had a following before, and it can have another following now. Let's get something reasonable to target out of here. Well, that's good. 0.0037. See what she can do right here. At 0.006, and just those two targets from down here, if it comes up and makes a W pattern, a double bottom pattern. Oh crap, that's 148%. See, now this makes me kind of overlook some of that stuff for a little bit. When they're at the bottoms like this, I'm like, I might risk something on that. I might do it. If I find some dry powder and think about it, I might do that. I kind of like what's going on here. If we just start seeing some something happen here on smaller time frames. It's like the 1 hour. Still too early to tell, but it's catching something there. Where she's caught over here and over here and over here. So that looks like it's a strong support area to me. So, wow. Am I spending too much time on Altcoin? I'm just saying all the good things. I try to point out what I like about things and signs of strength, because you'll see some of this stuff on other coins too. So just because it's not a coin that, you know, somebody, that's not the one I want to look at. There's a lot that you can recognize here, so that when you encounter it somewhere else, or maybe you see something that just played out here and just getting ready to set up doing it on the next chart. It's just not as far advanced along. You know, there's some things you can, by watching the other coins, man, yeah, you can learn a lot about the ones that you're in too, or the ones you might come across. There's a lot of similarity in a lot of this price action on some of these coins. Nice bottoming shapes trying to form out here. I like that target. I even like this one over here. Can't go wrong with the fib. I'm just saying. That is a swing trade. I'm posting this one as a swing trade idea. Degen swing trade idea. You look what you're what I'm looking for here. Price. You can get a nice risk factor here, because you know if it comes down and makes a lower low over here, you'll give yourself a little wiggle room in case they want to do something crazy and do the little spring, or you know, come and look for stop losses or something. But you can get yourself a nice tight stop loss. Your risk to reward, your R's are going to be in order on that. And it's a risky AF kind of play with the market cap and all that other stuff that it hit with. The tokenomics and all that stuff. This would be the best place to take a risky play like that, in my opinion. How much you gonna lose? Oh snap! You can give yourself a generous. Well, no, you can go tight. You can go very reasonable, somewhere 5 to 10% on spot. If you want to, I mean, you can get even tighter than that. I'm just trying to give some extra wiggle room. I'm not trying to talk anybody into this either. I don't even know if I'm going to do it, but I might after the show. So from where we are down to right below, that's right around 7% from where we are right now. Like if you just jumped in, not that I'm saying do it. She might come down lower, or she might be trying to do something. Are you trying to do something? Not yet. Not yet. She might go higher though, and then there might still be a few little opportunities if you're trying to just, or you could just, you know, just take a chance, man. I don't know. Where was I? We were setting up a trade setup over here. A lot of this idea. This is not coin. 4 hour? I think it's a nice little Degen swing or midterm hold idea. I'm not sold on the project for a long term hold or investment. I'm not trying to say that, but it's a nice swing. It'd be a nice little swing trade though. Little Degen play. Did we take a look at Turbo? I thought we did. I think we did. Not this particular chart. So a lot of them, if they broke their 618, I mean, we're going to automatically assume the 786 is going to come in. It may not. She may recover that little guy and then bounce. It doesn't have to come down here, and take it as a very bullish sign if it doesn't. But a lot of times it ends up being a slow burn, especially if they broke a trend line and everything like that. Sometimes it just ends up being a slow burn down here. So again, a lot of these altcoins I'm seeing where we might get a little rally, and then we might still come down and visit some lower areas here. Could be happening. So we see this guy Turbo go up to 0.0038, somewhere through there. Good place to stay with some profits. 0.0036 area. Not much up from here, is it? 16-18%. That's not bad. Not too bad. Here's the coins that are what the crypto bubbles looks like right now on the daily price, and see hype is up there. Sonic, previously FTM, Phantom. Nice to see that it's not trying to bleed out again. This is Story IP, and I think that sounds like a bunch of crap, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I think it was overhyped play that got beaten down. I was trying to find out something about Story since it's starting to pop off, and we may see some more videos or people talking about it. And the Story, it's the greatest thing. Oh, we should get in now. You might see a lot of that stuff. What is this? $896 million market cap. It's almost $1 billion market cap. New coin, just been out very recent. When did you come out? February of this year is as far as we got here, and it popped up to $7. The total supply is one. Is that a trillion? Is that a billion? That's a million. Okay. 290 million out now. 1 billion total. Well, that's not bad for a billion. I feel like I'm reading that wrong. No, that's a billion. But that market cap, that just something smells funny. Story is a purpose-built layer 1 blockchain. I like layer 1, designed specifically to on-ramp intellectual property IP to the blockchain to make it programmable. Oh, you got the funky narrative, all right? All the right buzzwords. Are you working project yet? Are you? Let's go check them out. Story. AI runs on IP. Story makes IP programmable. IP is the largest asset class and one that AI can't exist without. Story lets you control over your IP and earn whenever it's used. Do you mean like your IP address? Is that what you're talking about? Let's learn something here. Leverage the power of tokenized creativity in the world's IP blockchain. Intellectual property. Okay. I gotta admit, you got a point here. This one may be worth a deeper dive. The tokenomics were not horrible at all. That was $1 billion. That's better than 420 trillion or 420 billion. Believe it or not, there was a time when these places would come out with $1 billion coins. We'd be like, oh no, that sounds like a shit coin. No, that's too dang many. And then they all putting out billions, and then they started putting out 5 billion and 10 billion, and it's like, oh god, $1 billion looks okay. There was a time when there was one project called 42 coin, only had 42 of them little suckers. I made 10 Bitcoin off that, playing that little guy, playing them little bots. Early bot days, there were a few little tricks you could do to hack them and fool them, spoof the bots on low liquidity, things like that. Thought I was a genius, market quickly told me. Yeah, do it again. Couldn't do it again. Okay, so I'm thinking story might be something to look in deeper into. Okay, I want to take a look at it. What do you look like, chart? Is that $3? So we'd be looking at something along the lines of a falling wedge or channel. Looking at this guy, Fibonacci wise. Ooh, it's a 786 area. So I'm interested. I mean, I find it interesting. I don't know. I'm too diversified to put very much money into this. That is the problem with being too diversified. Seems like diversity, equity, and inclusion is not the popular choice anymore, is it? Especially for these freaking altcoins. So I'd come back and test the top of the trend line somewhere at 391. That's about $1 up from here. Break out, start coming back up to these areas. About $6. That would be cool. Let's keep an eye on this little guy. Can I add you over here? I want to keep you. Used to be you could take this and put it over here on your list, and now they don't make it easy to do that anymore. Now I got to come over here and go how many more steps to do this? That sucks. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna add it, and it doesn't. What? Oh, I give up. Screw it. Nice money flow coming up on this on the 1 hour. That's kind of nice. What's the 4 hour look like? Starting to. Let me come back to the chat. So the chat. IP is in. Yeah, I don't. I'm stuck on IP addresses. I just need to look at it. That's intellectual property is a big thing, and that's yes, I kind of like that. But there's it's not the only project that'd be looking at that. Where it's a layer 1 though, didn't it? It is a layer 1, right? It was over here. Oh gosh, get the stuff off. Purpose bit layer 1. Are you? You're not a Cosmos modular blockchain, are you? I'm gonna look into that a little bit more there. Back to the chat. I got too many chats open. So we've only been going for an hour 19. I feel like we went over several altcoins that we have. Didn't spend too much time on Bitcoin. Sonic in the gutter, says Kelly. All of them are in the gutter. Oh my gosh. Anyone buying the VIX tomorrow? How's the VIX doing? Where are we at here? That was the rule. Acquire assets above 60. What I was recently have been finding out. Is it when you get above 50? I like a mofo. That would suck to go through another thing like that. That would be a revisit of April Liberation Day. We don't want to see anything like that happen. I mean, and not be on the best side of it where we could buy it all. We don't be surprised by anything like that. That would suck. VIX is starting to head up a little bit, but it's not bad until it gets above the 30. Story, Joe has to get a little. Chris Klein says, alright everyone, this guy has to hit the hay for an early day tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Doc. Well, thank you, my man. And thank you, Floki. And actually, I will probably be winding this show down myself. If you can't sleep, we can trade meme coins. Meme coins comeback night. Road dog commodities night. Haven says it was an exchange hack, not on a what? Oh, I saw not, and I thought it was not coin that we were talking about. Now that I highlighted that, I can't see what that thing is. What is that? No, donate. It looks like a volcano. I can't tell what that is. 3% of NOT has been burnt by has been burnt by hackers. That's interesting. Andrew Chua, holy moly, we got a fried chicken talking. I know, it's crazy. Totally crazy. Oh, I think So's checking out too. If you guys are checking out, I'll be checking out too. Not flags. Kelly says Jimson invested in Dynamo. He is. He knows a lot about the Walmart side, the Wall Street side of it, the legacy side of it. He knows a lot about how that stuff works and everything. And I appreciate that. That's good insight. Keep an eye on things. Dollar might surge. We kick the wind out of every sector. That would suck. I noticed, well, I look mostly at Tether and stable coins. But the old DXY, I used to follow that a lot. I find that's interesting though. I've got my eye on this stuff going on over here. They get kind of wild when they pull this stuff where you want to look at it as a failed breakout or however. Or it come back and came back down, or it made a higher high and then made a lower low. This could be a type of pattern to itself. And it's not usually bullish. Let me see what we got. Moving to averages though. I'm looking at the bigger ones on the bigger time frames. Oh, it's got, yeah, it's showing some strength here on the bigger time frames, definitely. MACD starting on the 3-day, starting to flip bullish. Market cipher indicators giving us some buy signals here with some bullish divergence going on down here. Stochastics headed up for the dollar. So the dollar is gaining some strength there. So I guess that's why they're thinking about shorting. But it looks like it's going to go up and then roll over though, or could. Looks like it could come up here, maybe higher, and then maybe do a, oh, I'm sure it would do a little correction. Maybe it can catch here and at a retest. But this part up here, when it starts going up, since we're on the 3-day, that's usually not good for risk on access. That's usually not good for what we want. We also got stable coins right over here on dominance, also starting to show some nice signs that they're getting kind of bullish. So people turn into the dollar. People turn in, going finding safety in stable coins. People finding safety in maybe silver. We saw that earlier tonight, right? Might see it. It's got a chance to hit 42. It's above a key level. Oh look, there's XAG USD. Is that a tokenized version? Nah, it's not. It wasn't. I got excited for no reason. And so that one looks kind of interesting to me. What are you looking like here on the 3-day now? It is flashed a little red dot here, but it can flash a red dot and do a little bit of a pullback or sideways, and then flash a green one up here too. So doesn't mean it's going to be like this one and tank us down. Can, but it doesn't mean that. I still see some strength here above the 9. I can't see anything about it. Look at you on the weekly, 2-week, the monthly. Oh, look at that. So, oh my gosh, monthly's got or silver's got a monthly green dot. What happened last time we had that? It's a pretty gosh darn good month. Went from $31 up to where we are now, 34. Doesn't sound like much when you've been playing altcoins, does it? Like as far as the range and how long it takes it to get there. Silver's a slow mover, but I guarantee you're probably looking at it now wishing you had some at $18 or $20 when it was down there. And then we got good old gold sitting here at 33.48. I want to see platinum, and I can't ever find the damn thing. Platinum, here we go. Well, they got it on MEXC though. Really? We got tokenized platinum on MEXC. I like that. I want to see more of that. Against this is not it. All right. I don't know what the hell that is. We went through this the other night, didn't we? You can tell that I don't trade platinum, or I would know what the freaking ticker symbol is. But I'm interested in trying it sometime. Commodity right here, CFT. To me, I think platinum is, I know she's been having a pretty good month, it looks like. But to me, it's still, when I was in jewelry, and it's been several years ago, but platinum was a lot more expensive back then, so I've got a little bit of a bias from all the prices I've seen over there. And I was in jewelry for a while, dude. Platinum wasn't cheap. Not as cheap. Not very often, was it? Was it cheaper than gold? And I talked about rhodium, which they get when they mine or they only take it out when they're doing platinum, so it's even got a better supply demand thing too. Platinum, man, it looks like we might be trying to hit these guys over here, but 1400. Looks like we're headed that way. And I can't find anything for rhodium. I'm spelling you wrong. Am I? No. One of these. Is that? It's sold per ounce, and I know that sucker can get expensive. Sometimes it'll be $800 an ounce. Sometimes it'll be like $2,400 an ounce. That's why it costs you so much to get your white gold replated and get your platinum replated, and you have to do that regular. That's why you don't want to. That's one of the benefits of selling white gold to people. To all you ladies who think that yellow gold is so old-fashioned. I mean, really, it just looks... They do the same thing. They use the same thing. They use rhodium plating on your silver to keep it from tarnishing. If your silver tarnishes, then it's not rhodium plated. If you don't want it tarnished, you have it rhodium plated. Do it on your white gold to help it be hardened, and also to make it that shiny silver color. And they do it on your platinum, so you could put silver, gold, and platinum together, been rhodium plated, and you wouldn't tell with your eye which was which. They all look the same. They just cost very much different. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I want to take a look at Bitcoin here on the smaller time frame, but I think we just got to be careful with altcoins, see what they're going to do to us tomorrow and the next day, Monday and Tuesday. After that, they'll probably have the trend established, and it may be to the downside. Maybe we get a little pump, and then they pull the wool from under us. I don't know what they're going to do yet. We got to see what their reactions are and see what level, how far they can get us up. But if we are looking for indicators, and we probably should do that, this is the weekly close. I don't think we did that on Bitcoin. Just remember that we've had some bearish signs here from the last previous week. So downward trend is what the indicators are saying. Money flow still in the green. That's good. That means maybe it won't be as bad as we anticipate. The falls aren't as bad when our money flows in the green usually. On the weekly, we are losing our 9 moving average, so we're going to be talking bad about Bitcoin for a little bit. 21 moving average will be the next place that we would look for support if we do lose that 9, if we do actually close a candle below it. We flirted with it before. It looked just like this last week too, but we closed above it. We were good. So we got lots of wiggle room. It's not confirmed yet, but we're looking at that, okay? We could just snap right out of it. We don't know. But if we do lose it, 94,000 is on the radar. Our MACD on the weekly, that's probably one to pay attention to. That it definitely is one to pay attention to. She's been showing signs of weakness. It was great to see her pop into the blue. It was like, oh yes, it's on. Woo! And then she started losing her fizzle. She crosses. That's your sign to make us. That's your sign. That's your confirmation sign. That's a late sign too. What happened last time she crossed bearish? Boom. Yeah, that was no fun. That was no fun. February through March. Gosh, that doesn't seem like it was that long ago, does it? So that's our that we got to keep these ideas on the radar, because this is what they look like before they actually do cross. I mean, it doesn't have to, but and maybe we can. But this is a warning sign. We want to start putting our de-risking caps on in case we need to do that, in case we need to, taking profits and stuff, because this is showing some weakness here. And maybe it's just short-term weakness and it's not as bad. But it's starting to shape up like we're not really going to see what we really want to see out of crypto and Bitcoin until they turn on that money printer, and September is starting to shape up like that might be in August and September or so. Maybe we get something there. We can't speculate, but it's this week. We have got signs of weakness here, so let's keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the end screen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Be careful, be cautious. Take your profits when you can get them on these gosh darn altcoins, so we can get better positions later. Hey, there's Damien. How's it going, Damien? Fellow YouTuber.
I've been stumbling through a market's cruel turn. All cones are crying left out.
You should be over here. Why are you not over there?
In the dust and shade, holding my ground where the hope's been.
Meet Damien on.
All coins are
Oh man.
tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless.
Did we do that again?
Cleaning my stash neath the market's glare. All coins are
Meet Damien. I had to put it in as one word this time again. I want to. Fellow YouTuber, go check him out. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. Out there spreading the crypto alpha.
Bitcoin's rain leaves my coins in the cold. All coins are crying where the love's grown old.
Well, that does. That doesn't.
Fast, scraping for life in a world so vast. Oh. All coins are crying, tearing at my soul.
I don't think I got the right one. Let me do this again. There we go. I got it this time. Copy cleanly.
All coins are crying. A fight so rare.
Now we got it. There we are. There we are. Meet Damien. Now, what are you? What happened? Oh, there. Okay, it's on the screen. Cool.
Every plunge I take, I rise through the pain. Satoshi shadow, a lonesome refrain. Hold my spirit, face my flame. All coins my war, calling my name. All coins are crying, tearing at my soul. Drawdowns ripping through this endless hole. Cling to my stash neath the market's glare. All coins are crying. A fight so rare, yeah. Altcoins are crying, fading to the light, holding my faith through the longest night. Oh yeah, keeping me steady, keeping me steady. I'm tearing through a market's ruthless grind. Altcoins burning to the ground. Wallets crumbling neath the drawdown's force. Clawing my way through the market's course. Oh, altcoins burning to the ground, igniting my fight. Drawdown slamming with all their might. Grip my stack as the flames ignite.
I've been sitting here talking with the microphone off. Been sitting here talking with the microphone off. My bad.
Bitcoin's blaze leaves my coins to char. All coins
Thank you.
crumbling
Thank you. I gave you a shout. I don't know if my microphone was on, but I put the links out anyway.
Wallet sparking, wrestling to
Having those boomer moments.
battling back neath
Wasn't that right, Beavis?
unyielding skies. All coins burning to the ground.
Yeah.
Ignite my
Boomer.
light. Drawdown slamming with all their
These
might.
DP. Deeper with that boomer bungle.
Grip my stack as the flames ignite. All coins burning, refusing
Sometimes I don't even need toilet paper, Beavis. Sometimes I just use my finger.
Yeah, fingers, dump it up in there. Feels good sometimes. It's like a prostate massage. Yeah. Prostate massage. Sir, fire.
Oh, he said prostate. He said prostate.
Yeah, prostate's it. All the new rainbow chicks have prostates. What's that?
coins burning to
Oh.
the ground.
He said prostate.
Igniting my fight. Drawdown slamming with all their might. Grip
Fire.
my stack as the flames ignite. All coins burning, refusing to take flight.
I am Gordon Julio. I have a teepee in my bungle. Gabby.
All coins
Gabby.
to the dawn. Rising from ashes where the weak are gone. Oh yeah, keep me roaring, keep me
Whoa, dude. That is like so lightning, dude. I totally agree.
Markets quiver as war drums roar. Israel and Iran.
Hey, you know, they got that Mucho-Con, man. That Mucho-Con, that's the best kind, man.
Trump holds more before those key. Traders grip coins where the shadows creep. Crypto war blazes, ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze. Clutch my stack as the bombs ignite. A crypto war blazes, holding through the fight. Yeah. News explodes, prices reel and sway. All coins crash in the battle's fray, yeah. Photos dusters, the panic's tide. Traders push on with a stubborn pride, Crypto war blazes, ripping through the haze. Charts tumble down in the fiery blaze.
blazes, fading to the moon, rising from the wreckage where the tough are born. Keep me rolling, keep me rolling, keep me rolling, keep me rolling.
Oh yeah, baby. Turn them lights down low.
I used to drown my demons when the market crashed, Tosha sinking low, leaving me thrashed, accounts of shadow, pulling me to sin. But I stay sober, fighting from within. Oh, crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite. Crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Dips cut deep, I wrestle the urge, whales in the dark, testing my nerve, accounts my anchor, holding me tight, sober through the storm, reclaiming my fight. Oh, crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite. Crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Every crash I face, I stand my ground. Satoshi's whisper, a saving sound, hold my will. Redemption's call, crypto's my strength, saving my all. Crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite. Crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Crypto sober, fading to the dawn, sipping my grit till the pain is gone. Oh yeah, yeah, keep me whole, keep me whole. Markets tremble as war drums pound, Israel and Iran shaking the ground. Trump unleashes more on Ford's core, traders clutch coins through the uproar. Oh, crypto war blazes, tearing through the fray, chops plummet in the heat of the day, gripping my stack as the bombs explode. A crypto war blazes, rising through the load, yeah.
I think that's the second version.
News rockets out, prices
Thank you everybody for hanging out. Be careful out there.
It be crazy.
Let's cross our fingers and say a good prayer tonight that maybe we'll get a little bump out of altcoins and maybe we can de-risk or take a little profit, make a little play. Maybe get ready for a short. I don't know. See what they do for us the next day or two. See you tomorrow. Good night, John boy.